foundation.
Why
Yes, the child should start off.
we're wasting like, it's not actually wasting, but it almost seems like it. 4 years of high school, the career that I want to go into has nothing to do. The high school doesn't offer any program.
Yeah, but
near
that's you. That's
Right,
not
it doesn't
everyone
fit
else.
everybody.
It doesn't start in high school. It starts when you're a kid. Every kid should be taught basic things, show broaden their minds, broaden their
Let's
horizons.
just have a gifted class for everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
But of course, we're in Mississippi.
In every aspect.
Yeah. No,
But I mean, it's ridiculous that we have to go to these plain buses just sitting there. We know everything. Just in that law, pay attention. We're just wasting
You
time.
want to be a well-rounded person academically.
And we're gonna have to pay to go to college anyway. Why would we get to public schooling? We could just go straight to college. It's wasting time.
I mean-
for me it is. I mean, it's not for everybody though.
They say you learn something new every day. What if you stayed up all night? You have to use that corny language.
That's the question of life, right?
Yeah, universal question.
Okay.
My next question is, what causes you the most stress? According to this author, most teenage stress is caused by parents, school, peer group, the media, and themselves. They bring stress on themselves. What would you say is your greatest source of stress?
Friends.
Self-esteem.
Friends.
Self-esteem.
Men! No, but see, like, friends, for me, it's just like my relationship with my friends, and if I'm in a good relationship, it really depends on a lot of things. Because if I'm happy and I know all my friends are happy and I'm okay with my boyfriend, I can deal with my parents and my schoolwork a lot better.
Yeah, I think emotionally you have to be stable
Yeah.
before you can go out and face people and
We have to have a good
Home life is a
self-esteem.
big situation, though. I mean, not for everyone, but
it is. I would say it is for everyone.
See, the most stress for me comes from my dad. My friends, they don't put much stress on me. I don't. If they do, I can't realize it. And then also myself, I just try to do too much stuff.
Yeah, but if you're having problems with your friends,
Steve,
that's
you're not living up to my expectations, okay?
Sorry.
Speaking of which, that's one of the things the author brings up, that your parents expect so much from you, and the pressure is coming from them more than anything else, because of the fact that they grew up with the idea of their parents wanting them to be the best, and then they turn that around, their expectations onto you.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
best
but
for
look
me.
at them. I mean,
best for
they're the
your
ones
parents.
that messed us up. I mean, really. I mean, the generation before us has totally messed us over, basically.
Yeah, it's your fault. It's all
I
your
still think
fault.
that friends are important because if your friends are behind you, you can face your parents.
Yeah.
But if your parents are mad at you and you have no friends,
It's not necessarily parents getting mad at you, though. I mean, it's different
It's that
problems.
too much stress.
It's different problems for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't think, in my case, I don't think friends put too much stress on me. I think it's more myself and parents.
Okay. And then, finally, a question I'd like to ask here is, what do you think a high school student can get from their teacher if they're having a lot of stress? What can the teacher, what role can they play in order to help that student? At what level can the teacher be of assistance? Because generally in high school,
compassion.
Yeah.
A positive influence.
Everyone always wishes for that perfect teacher that you see on after-school specials that's always there after school to say, hey, Billy, what's wrong? But, no one ever does that. No one's ever really like that. There's not a whole lot of teachers that have affected me. I mean, they Mr. Falls. That was a joke. But, I mean, it's just teachers don't affect me at all. I don't learn. It doesn't seem like teachers want to affect.
Teachers definitely affect you.
It's like they've done their job very flat back.
Yeah.
I believe they need to give kids motivation so they can motivate their lives and doing better things.
Yeah,
with
but
their
they
life.
need to get motivated earlier than high school. Yeah.
Most-
We had a teacher come this year in my 9th grade English class and tell us how high school is going to be on our record. But they came at the end of our 9th grade year. I mean, why did they come at the end of 8th grade so that we could get started? Because some people just dumped their whole 9th grade year because they didn't get motivated somehow.
If you don't like kids, don't be a teacher. That's what I think. If you don't like to motivate people during an early stage in their life, I mean, don't mess with them.
If you can't relate to them, don't try to teach them.
Yeah, and it begins before high school because I can remember teachers like back in 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade always kind of placing you as, you're a girl, this is how you're supposed to be, you're a boy, and they separate us kind of that way, and I think that's how
I think a teacher definitely has to be open around you.
Yeah.
That should be more like a
Yeah.
friend.
They want you to be they just want you to be like everybody else when you're young, and then when you start kind of breaking it away, they start yelling at you.
You're not gonna learn from someone who's always telling you you're wrong.
And they need to see you as a person, not just a face. A little face going down the
Or a
hall.
number, that's how you feel about it.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
they used to
9,
like
6,
call us
1,
out
7.
on numbers. Remember that? John had teachers that like
Yeah.
give a special number, and then when you're done with your assignment, you'll come, and they started to code boxes. Like,
That's what America is.
What's up, number 9? Well, it seems like teachers, you would go talk to a friend if you're under any situation.
What is the question?
The level of support that,
From a teacher.
Oh, it's the level you should get.
yeah, but I mean, like a lot of teachers, they don't care, but if the teachers develop more like a friendship, you'd go talk to a friend in any time of need. But if the teacher wasn't more like a friend, you don't want to go to them. You know, that's the last person you want to turn to in time of need if they're not going to develop a friendship with you early on.
it's easier to learn from a friend too, because I mean, you want to hear things that a friend has to tell you, but your enemy, you don't even want to listen to them.
And they're almost portraying an enemy, of course.
And one of the number one points that he brings out over and over is the classrooms are overcrowded and that you can't develop this type of relationship with a student if you've got 35 students in the class.
Every hour.
And this person says that you should have no more than 18 people in a class, because then you can create some sort of bond, and particularly among gifted students.
Yeah, well, see, I had a 9th grade gifted biology teacher. I had no idea because the classroom was just not crowded. We didn't even get to do lab or anything like that. Never got to talk to her.
Every gifted
Lab
student,
isn't that good.
every gifted student is a puzzle in itself, and you can't work the puzzle if you've got 35 to do in 1 hour. I mean, you have to have a certain number so you can work with them.
That teacher knew who we were, but we didn't know who she was because she had all the rest of the people. It's like, brings us back to the point, we need different classes for everything. If we're getting thrown in with these other classes, more than likely it's going to pull us down and bring other people up because they think we're going to bring people up. It's possible, but you really got to
Sitting
try.
next to someone is not going to pull them up.
Right, that's going to make, you can't pull them up by letting them copy your paper. It's just hurting us and not helping anyone else.
I hate to use a cliche, but what you reap is what you sow. And these teachers, they're the farmers, and we're the seed. And they plant us. It just depends on where they plant us. They can either plant us in the firm soil of